show that I said I'm coming for everything.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted. Many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
14, run it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Johnson on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Right, 97.
After the sack on first down, Lance, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Lance on the bootleg. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
7-7, our score after 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lance now on 1st down. throw left side, complete to McLeod. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready, break.
To throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Niners 14, Broncos 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. But definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11 after he cleared the line of scrimmage. Nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Got a man, that's Ayuk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 72 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Broncos 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go play action with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Lance now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down, 49ers.
To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Lance again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Samson Abuka. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson back into his end zone. This will be caught. Judy. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Rodrigo Blankenship sets the kickoff.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
10 cycles.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Again, it's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Niners 31, Broncos 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Lance, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Ready. Quick, yellow.
Henry again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 70.
And the Niners look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Over this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
at the 5-yard line.
Go 14.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Williams again.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead is down to 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost up.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49ers
Lance now on first down. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Lance looking to throw it.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 41, Lance. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
This one caught by Kittle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Niners 52, Broncos 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.